Hey, Gemini. Messages for Gemini. The first image that, or the first thing that I heard looking at these cards is the complete picture, like the full complete picture. I had a mole removed, so if you see that, I know it looks a little weird. The full complete picture. This reading is really beautiful because on, I have a 5-card spread, and on each side we have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. The World card is at the top. And then the Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. So your card, the Lovers, let's pull that up for you. Oof, my fingernails are dirty. I rolled out of bed and just started to read. I get like on one side, someone is like, well, I have everything that I need on my own. I'm getting older. I know what I have very real practical things going for me. There's a sense of like a lot of practical energy. You have the Knight of Pentacles here, steadily, you know, carrying the one pentacle. So this is like a building energy, like a practical foundational energy. However, what I see here is like emotion, like with everything in its place and seemingly moving at a steady pace. You know, I make moves towards what I want in a steady manner. Things typically work out. I've built this life. I still get this sense that like, but I'm growing older. And there's this emotional piece, this desire piece. Almost like who will walk the path with me, who will walk the path with me. There are these, the cards are like just very strong. Like you have the Lovers, the World, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles, this steady energy. And then like you have these two cards, like the Ten of Cups at the beginning of the read, the Moon card smack in the middle. This Ten of Cups is really interesting here. It's almost like, because the Ten of Pentacles has, you know, this sense of legacy to it. I mean, you see people in the cards. There's an element of, you know, there's dogs in the card. There's the sense of a marketplace. There's a sense of like connection, kids. The work you've done. So it's not that there's a disconnection of you to others, but there's an element of emotion that I think maybe is missing. In these pentacle cards, there's this sense of maybe you in the world card, having in some sense everything wrapped up and tied up in a way that's very nice and lovely. And you offer or receive practical earthly interactions with others. There's an element of exchange. But there's definitely more desire here. It's almost like someone who doesn't know how to get the emotional piece met, who feels more deeply, but operates in the practical realm very well and successfully. Like easily, probably has some sense of the spotlight on them or some element of being seen in that as being successful. But I don't get the sense that there's like the depth of like intimacy, like the desire for intimacy, to be known by someone and seen in that space. And maybe even though that's there, maybe you've decided like that's just not something that will happen for me, or that you've just made peace with the fact that your life will be a practical sense of like, a practical life in which, you're successful and you're seen in that success. So I do see there's a deeper longing. Whether it's for more emotional fulfillment, maybe not even necessarily a family, a full-fledged, heteronormative, get married, have the kids, have the house. But the desire for like partnership, possibly, like lovership, intimacy, walking that path with someone. Right now I do get this sense of like singlehood and having built and on your path to building a life where there is good community. So I don't know, like, are you giving up on the dream? Underneath the Lovers is the Queen of Cups. So are you wondering, is there like a discontent? Like, why hasn't this come for me yet? When will this come? After all of this, how do I create that for myself? But maybe there's like, maybe the fact that you are so full of the practical elements being in place and having maybe your career becoming more on track, or it is on track, and being seen in that keeps you satisfied and keeps you going. It's an element that I feel like you're proud of. There's pride in that. I can't honestly tell if you want the Ten of Cups. And who, like, you may say, well, who wouldn't want the Ten of Cups? It's like, it's this. Who wouldn't want that? Well, maybe that's somebody else's idea, you know, of happiness. That's somebody else's idea of being fulfilled. So maybe there's a part of you that feels like you should want that. And so I think this is just saying, like, what is the Ten of Cups for you? I don't know that you're necessarily, I think you're fulfilled. And I think that in some ways your life gives you enough of what you need to get by. But what is calling to you? Where does this path lead you? What does your heart want? Because attention and being seen in these things is being seen as, you know, and actually having a life that is put together is not a bad thing. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to have the stability. It's wonderful to be seen as being competent at something that you're good at, being successful. But I get the sense that there's like a restlessness. And maybe like a desire for a counterpart, you know? For someone that you can have more of an emotional connection with. I get the sense that you do a lot with others and for others, and maybe you collaborate a lot and are building a beautiful legacy. Yeah, but I see the desire for partnership, for maybe more unknown, like taking more of an unknown path. All of these things that kind of like really are uncertain, but maybe light you up a little bit more. There's a lot of like, outside of the Pentacle cards, there's a lot of like lighting up energy. So it's almost like, what lights you up? What and continuing to move in those spaces as well. Like, so I just heard something about wandering, like it's okay to wander, to not know the exact path ahead, that's part of what will light you up as well. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thanks, Gemini. Bye.